Good morning, I'm Faith James. Coming up next, my guest talks about how she went from dancing in the streets to praising on her feet. You don't want to miss her testimony when we return next on Religion in the News. Thanks, Carol. Good morning, I'm Faith James. Who says that miracles only happen on 34th Street? Well, my guest had one happen on a cruise ship. You don't want to miss her story next when we return. Hi, I'm your host, Faith NY with ICIndyMag.com. I'm standing here at the Indianapolis J.W. Marriott waiting for a press conference, as you can see right here. We're going to be talking to founder Melanie Few Harrison, who is over the 13th annual Super Bowl Gospel Celebration. You don't want to miss it. Keep it locked. Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is the executive board member of Pink Forever, Miss Claire McCarley. 'Tis the season for books and breakfast with Santa. You'll hear more about it when we return. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is the chairperson of Books and Breakfast with Santa, Natisha Woodard. Natisha, welcome to Religion in the News.
Thank you, Faith, for having me.
Okay, so in the beginning I said Books and Breakfast with Santa. You have to talk to me a little bit about that. If I'm a child, you mean I want to get a book for Christmas?
Absolutely.
Okay, so where did all this come from? Where did the idea come from? Hi, I'm your host, Faith NY with ICIndyMag.com. I'm standing here with Indianapolis' own First Lady from WTLC. And how you doing this evening? And speaking of loving the dress, I do too. And these glasses, I think they will look so good on me. Oh, let me get this on here right.
And it match your outfit.
I think so too. Are you going to sew these into my life?
I don't feel that in my spirit.
You don't feel it in your spirit? I feel it in mine. I feel it in mine. Okay, so real quick, last question. So why did you decide to go with independent producers instead of going with the big screens? Thanks, Lori. Good morning. I'm Faith James. My guest today is author and host Carol Sissom. Welcome to the show, Carol.
Good morning.
So, Carol, we have a lot of things in common, at least two. We're both authors and we're both hosts here on Religion and News. But you've been an author quite longer than myself. You have written how many books? Good morning, I'm Faith James. When we return, my guest talks about an upcoming training women's leadership. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Religion in the News. My guest today is here to talk about an upcoming training for women leadership. Dr. Tuesday Tate, welcome to the show.
Hello, Faith. How are you?
I am great. Now, before we start this interview, I have to address the dress. And the shoes. Give me those shoes.
You can have them when I'm finished.
Oh my gosh, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell our viewers a little bit about Dr. Tuesday Tate. Who are you and what do you do?
And what a way to end February 2012 Black History Month with no other than our own youth here in Indianapolis, Indiana. It has been enlightening and empowering for our youth. Thank you so much, NAACP, for making this a memorable event. I'm your host, Faith NY, with ICIndyMag.com, your social media when we're just one click away.